there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Bridgeport Stadium in Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to the James Madison Dukes. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Old Dominion Monarchs, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the James Madison Dukes. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Monarchs will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back looking for help. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So James Madison's offense will come out first. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right, those are the games that make college football special.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Red pass, it's complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
The RPO, it's complete. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Dukes will bring the punt team onto the field. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. So Old Dominion's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse,
it's a seam wide open.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Grabbed near the sticks. It's blocked. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, ODU.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Barnett. It's complete to the right. He did not make it a
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll give it to the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Here's the pressure. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Bully ball on 3rd and short. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. The official says no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Pulls and fires complete.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Alston. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
The RPO fired complete to the left. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Here's the handoff. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Monarchs come to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Working that left side now. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on 3rd down. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start now to see if they can answer on this drive. Here's the give off the left side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
The Dukes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Got it behind the line. It's Alston. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Dukes need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He will signal for the fair catch after a disastrous punt, and this is great news coming up for the offense. Great place to start for this offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll throw it. Caught, close to the marker, it's Butler. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Bounces it outside. It's Roach. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward.
Big guy tries to barrel in. Give him 6. Touchdown, Monarchs. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give to the back. Thrust that arm out. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. There he goes. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Dukes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll try the run. Shows him the stiff arm. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Caught over the middle. It's locked. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. The Monarchs want to crank the tempo.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Off the play fake on first down. He's got it inside the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back, you don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB.
Trying to find the end zone, and they will score. Touchdown, Old Dominion.
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3 is coming soon.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit, and if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Dukes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Quick completion on the out. On the sweet spin, and he's free. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Caught in the backfield, it's Kyle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. The give to the tailback. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? The Dukes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's Barnett. Fakes to grab. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing your end zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Back to pass. Lets it fly. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
It's hard in this area throwing over this big defensive line. They've got long arms. You saw it right there, knocking that ball down on 2nd down.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
And they're going to try this on 4th down. They need a full 5 yards to get it into the end zone, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Looking for the goal line. Will not get there. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And the Dukes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Pulls it and fires to the left. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
The Dukes need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Catch in the middle. It's Ellis. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on, and his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. They've yet to convert on fourth down, though not for lack of trying. 0 for 3 so far. Let's see if they can get it done this time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and this defense... To the air, it's Barnett. Got it set up on the outside. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Let's see what they do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. They do believe in this four-down territory stuff. 0 for 4 doesn't stop him from trying a fifth. Here's a heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
And the Dukes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. Runs through a tackle. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. So now it's 2nd and long. Quick completion to the right. Touchdown, Dukes! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Dropping back, it's Barnett. They'll get the 2-point conversion, and now the lead is 14. They march 72 yards. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee in this. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Holds and fires complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Going to try to get it himself. They're going to mark him just inches short of getting that first down, but he is so dangerous when he takes off on the scramble. Let's see what they do on 4th down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. The Dukes getting set on 1st and 10. Looking Pitching downfield on first down. Got a first down. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
This guy's getting himself into a rhythm here early. You just saw a beautiful throw in the previous play, and now he's showing off the speed. And you can't blame him, honestly. When you run like him, even if it's first down, if it's not open, just take off. This defense is going to be on their heels all game long if they can't find a way to start slowing him down.
Tight end now in motion. They'll run play action. Moves away as he feels pressure. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quick pass on the fly motion. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, James Madison.
Man, what a great job by this offense finishing the half. It wasn't perfect. You're still trailing, but now you've cut that lead to a one-score game. Now in the second half, we can come out, make some things happen. We just created some big momentum for this offense. Now we take it into halftime.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for some... They'll get this drive started from their own 26.
Build that momentum, offense.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to pass. It's Barnett. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now on second down. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got a chance. He's loose. They finally get him stopped. This veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Quick release by the QB. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Reads it, fires complete. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. And the Dukes are on the move. They'll run it from the gun. He has the first and still on his feet. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Dukes.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
The extra point here would tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Wisconsin is ahead early inside Camp Randall, but that's not exactly Ron Dane out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by a field goal over Ohio State. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Monarchs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Great job by the defense that time getting the sack, but no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because the offense is going tempo.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle to give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And the returner goes down. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. They'll try it over the left side. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys?
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
The Dukes will line up to punt it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Hauls it in. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, ODU. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Grab, go over the middle. It's Kyle.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
From the gun. Give on the inside. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Guys, Old Dominion has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the ground with the back. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. The Monarchs backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. Can't get him to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go?
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football.
The ball scores free. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Ball security is so important. Turnovers lose you games. And this guy has put his team in some tough spots. He fumbled last week. He's fumbled again today.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Got his man. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense went to battle up front. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. This is now a 7-point game. And he'll bring it out of the end. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory.
All right, not ideal. Right, not ideal. You're an offense.
They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. They go to the ground. Gets it past the marker. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. He's got it on the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. That's caught. It's Barber. Stop short of the marker. And they stop for this defense, and they... They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Got him downfield. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Dukes come to the line with a new set of downs. Catch in the middle, it's Kyle. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The pull and throw off the RPO.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
Looking to throw on third. He's going to run it. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Extending the play. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to throw. It's Barnett. Dances away. Looking for the score. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
Touchdown, James Madison. And here they come, almost all the way back.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Just over a minute to play. They're lining up for an onside kick to try to pull off this rally. They got on the ball, but I believe he touched it before it went 10 yards, and there is a flag on the field. These onside kicks are nearly impossible anyway, but you have to at least give them a chance by getting the ball 10 yards. They'll take the penalty and take over with the lead. And the quarterback takes a knee. This is why the passion of college football runs so deep. The rivalries, and when you lose, man, does it stick with you.
No doubt about it, Reese. This was a game circled for a very, very long time. They knew how important this one was. But, David, you can't let games like this beat you twice because this losing team now has to find a way to rebound and go out and play again.